Hello, viewers. Welcome to our show. This is our 33rd show of Sanskriti and Samskar. As our ongoing effort for getting uh, good Hindu preachers and influential preachers who can influence Hinduism and are working very hard towards Hinduism. We Today's episode is also very special, like the previous ones. I would like to introduce our speaker today. He's not only a speaker; he's an eminent speaker, and I would like to invite His Holiness Nileshji Singhbalji to the show. Nileshji, Hari Om, and welcome to our show, Sanskriti and
Namaskar.
Sanskar.
Yeah,
Namaskar,
namaskar.
namaskar, sir. How are you? Sir? Yeah. Great, great. So I welcome you to the show, and we'll have a great session for sure for today. And our speakers, our audience would have a wonderful time with your empowerment of knowledge. I would like to introduce His Holiness Nilesh Ji Singhbalji to our audience. It will be at least 1 hour of introduction, but I'll try to make it short so that we have valuable inputs from him. He's a distinguished Hindu saint and an esteemed preacher associated with Hindu Janajagrati Samiti. Prior to this, he had a successful career as a shipbuilding engineer. That is very insightful to know, because you used to build ships. Now you are building lives and building the nation. That's a much more better role. And also, his vital role in Hindu Rashtra awareness campaign was very insightful. He was honored with prestigious Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore Award by International Astrology Council, right, sir? By International Astrology Council. And he not only advocates spiritual enlightenment, but he also works for preservation of Hindu culture. As we all know that Hindu culture is getting popular. Like maybe we are going to back to the era where we all started from Sanatan Dharma, as we say. Going back there, it looks like the Modi wave is doing a lot. So I would now like to invite Dada Dayalarjani, our mentor, our main, speaker. You can say who has curated this wonderful show. Welcome, Dada Dayalarjani. Please empower us with your words of wisdom, and also welcome His Holiness.
Thank you, Vishal. Hari Om, Jai Shri Ram, and Jai Julelal to all the viewers. सतगुरु नीलेश जी, आपका इस मंच पे हार्दिक स्वागत and
बहुत धन्यवाद.
I hope we can have a good, memorable show with you tonight. But before I start with the list of queries that we all have regarding the river Gangama, I would like to make an announcement as part of our Man Ki Baat. On 6th of April, the day of Ram Navami, the Council for Hindu Revival initiated a Mahayagna and Havan, officiated by 4 prominent priests for the purpose of formalizing, consecrating, and blessing our inaugural announcement of Vishwa Sanatan Dharam Divas, or rather, World Sanatan Dharam Day. It is our hope that on Ram Navami Day will be celebrated annually in all the sectors of our Hindu Sanatani all over the globe, and we will all observe this day with a feeling of togetherness and a desire for promoting Sanatan universal values for enshrining peace and prosperity all over the world, irrespective of caste, creed, and religion. And we have started a movement, and we are hoping that Sadgurus like you and all the institutions in India would back this day. And just like we have Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, so we can have this
Yeah.
and celebrated forever in our annals of Indian Sanatan history. And with this, I will ask you if I could start. Would you like to say something before I start questioning?
No, I appreciate the step taken by you during the auspicious occasion of Ram Navami, and that too for the peace of the world, Vishnu Shanti. That is very nice step taken by you.
Very good. So, can I initiate my first question?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, my first
Yes.
question to you will be, can you enlighten us on the glory of Ganges River or Ganga Ma? And what do you have to say in regards to the
Yeah.
glory that we have all prompted to all our viewers?
First of all, I would pay my obeisance to the holy feet of Sachidanand Parabrahma Dr. Atulya, who is the source of inspiration to Hindu Janjagriti Samiti, and the holy feet of Bhagwan Shiv and Ma Ganga. Now, the glory of river Ganga is boundless, because if we see from the global angle, people not only from India but from various countries across the world, they come to India and they go to Haridwar,
I think your voice is breaking
bath
or
over there.
can Pradeep or Vishal, is the voice okay? Is the sound okay? Go ahead. Maybe, I don't know. The sound is breaking. Can you continue, Susaku?
Yeah, can you hear me properly now? Can you hear me properly now?
No, sound is not coming correct. There is something wrong. We'll have to ask our engineer to do something. Can you hear me, Vishal?
Yes,
Yes, I can hear you, Dada.
yes,
I can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you
I can
clearly.
hear you.
Can you hear Sadhguru?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. I can hear
But
you.
why is the voice breaking? It's not good.
Pradeep,
Vishal, can you come on the line?
Yeah, Dada, I'm available and I can
Why
hear you,
is
Dada, properly.
Just see if you can hear Sadhguru.
Sadhguruji, can you
yeah, can you
try
hear
to
me?
speak again, please? Your
Yeah,
voice
can you
is
hear me,
little
Vishali?
low. Speak it a little loudly if you can speak. Maybe the voice is little low, or you can increase the volume of your computer.
Okay, one second. Okay, can you hear me now properly?
Yeah, better than before.
Okay, Vishal, you stay on the line. Don't go.
Yeah, I'm
Just
here.
see
Yeah, yeah,
in
I'm here.
case
Okay,
anything goes wrong. So
Yeah.
okay. Can
we
you hear
let
me?
Sadhguru continue his answer about the glory of Ganges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling about the glory of River Ganga, that it is boundless, and from people from across various countries across the world, they come down to India. They go to Haridwar, they go to Varanasi, they uh, visit the Ganga Aarti, which is a daily ritual going on in Varanasi. They go to Prayag, they take a sacred bath in Ganga, and it is boundless. Now, from the geographical point of view, the river Ganga is the heartland of India, Hriday Resha, what we call it as. From the historical point of view, the story of Ganga from ancient times to the modern times and from Gangotri to the Ganga Sagar is supposed to be the nectar of Hindu civilization culture. Because the entire civilization, Hindu civilization is connected with the river Ganga. From the national point of view, the river Ganga, which brings together a society with different different costumes, hairstyles, beliefs, national symbol of India. And from the religious point of view, the Ganga, which has given salvation to the millions of devotees since the beginning of the history, is supposed to be the best pilgrimage in the world.
Hmm.
And that's why the place that Bhagavad Gita has in the spiritual field, the same place is that of the Ganga in the religious field. And Ganga river is not only a river, but it is a deity for us. And Ganga river, that's why it contains all the deity principles, Devi Tattva, all the deity principles in river Ganga. And it is the greatest river and the best, one of the significant identity of Ganga, that it is the destroyer of the sins, Papa Harini it is called as. And this
Hmm.
importance of Gangaji is mentioned in the Rig Veda, it is mentioned in the Padma Puran, it is mentioned in Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And another important thing of Ganga river, Gangaji, is that it is respected by all the sects, all the saints, all the teachers and great men in India, and all the sects have accepted the sanctity of Ganga. And since Bhagwan Shankar carried Ganga in his matted hair on his head, therefore it appears most sacred for the Shaiva. And Vaishnav, as Gangaji originated from the lotus feet of Vishnu, they also worship Ganga with same devotion. And the Shakta sect also worship Gangaji in the form of Adi Shakti. So many great people like Maharishi Valmiki, he wrote the Gangashtak. Adi Shankaracharya composed the Ganga Stotra. Goswami Tulsidas ji also wrote about Gangaji. So it is the glory of river Ganga is boundless and it is recognized and accepted by people worldwide. Yeah.
Hmm.
Great.
So now my second question will be, what is the difference between River Ganges and the other rivers such as the Nile, Amazon, Mississippi, etc.? What is
Yes.
the major criterion
Yes.
here? इसका क्या आप हिंदी में भी बोल
Yes.
सकते हैं हमें?
So there are few differences. I will mention few of them. As far as Gangaji is concerned, it is the only freshwater river in the world having 1,100 types of bacteriophages. Bacteriophage is a virus which can kill the unwanted or the harmful bacteria in the water. So I'll come to that when we'll be going to the unique chemistry of river Ganga. This is one of the unique factors of river Ganga. Secondly, it has got the potential capacity of self-cleansing to purify herself, and this capacity is 50 times more than any other river in the world. The third significant difference is that, you see, start from the Gangotri. and travels almost 2,510 kilometers. It's a long journey. And in such a long journey, almost 300 rivers comes and meet Ganga. They get merged with river Ganga. But amazing part is that the properties of Ganga river does not change. The properties of Ganga remains the same. And it is medicinal river also because when it flows from the Gangotri in the Himalayas, when it comes down, it comes in contact or brushes through various kind of almost more than hundreds of medicinal plants like Bukheda and Nilgiri and many other trees like that. So all the water which is there in the river Ganga, it is supposed to be the medicinal water, and people experience it, and many people get cured. Their skin diseases get cured, and many other health issues gets cured only by taking a dip in the river Ganga. Some spiritual significance is that origin of river Ganga is divine because it originated from the lotus feet of Bhagwan Vishnu during the Vaman avatar when his left foot touched the certain atoms of the universe. It got ruptured. This is a different story, but I am telling in short. It got ruptured, and in the settled form, the Gangaji came in the universe first. So the origin itself is divine in nature. It is destroyer of sins also. So this is a unique nature. Then if we can go to that topic, I'll explain in more details also. So best pilgrimage in the world. Many people across the world, across countries, they come down to Gangaji. And just as I mentioned, uh, it is uh, it is devoted, it is worshipped by all the sects, all the saints, and everybody from the world. So these are some of the differences. Of course, with due respect to all the rivers, although I have told some differences, I have got respect to all the rivers in the world because whenever I see any river in the world, I see it in the form of Ganga only because that is my spiritual emotion about any river. Because all these rivers, whether it may be Ganga, any other river in the world, it is a part of the five cosmic elements. We have Prithvi, Aap, Tej, Vayu, and Akash. These are all five cosmic elements. And water element is one of the five cosmic elements which serves the humanity, which uh, helps us for the agriculture. It reduces the heat and many things it is doing for the humankind, for the human race. So, with due respect and gratitude to all the rivers, and differentiated in short. Yeah.
Interesting, Vishal. Uh, would you like to continue with the next few questions?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
I'll
I
go
have
into
I have few interesting questions. Yeah, I'd like to ask.
Sadhguru. I'll let Vishal take over. And you could hear Sadhguru. The sound is okay or no? Vishal?
Yeah, all good, all good, all good, sir.
Okay,
Perfect.
go ahead, please.
Sir, I have a few questions which I'm very inquisitive since childhood. We've been associated with Ganga Maya as our extended mother, or it's always related. Ganga Maya is always related to like mother of universe, mother of earth. We Hindus, of course, believe this. So I wanted to know what are since you are an engineer, or maybe you can more highlight on the organic and chemical properties that makes the Ganga river unmatchable. So we have this spiritual angle, one side, but scientifically also many Hindu preachings or many Hindu the practices are backed by scientifical proof. So if you tell us what are the chemical properties to our audience, maybe they would relate more and see a different angle rather than being spiritual.
Yeah. Can you hear my voice now properly?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear
Yeah. I got your question. Yeah. To answer your question, I will have to refer to some of the research which has been done by some profound scientists. Uh, in the first place, I would like to mention a well-known scientist from India, and he's a Padma Shri awardee also, Dr. Ajay Sonkar. And he has conducted research on Ganga water, and he has done research in various institutions in the Netherlands, USA, Tokyo, Harvard Medical School, etc. And he's a
you.
very well-known scientist from India. He's a Padma Shri awardee, Dr. Ajay Sonkar. So
Okay.
he conducted a research on Ganga River, and he found
Mm.
that Ganga has its ability to purify itself, and this ability is 50 times more than any other river.
Mm.
He also concluded that Ganga River has 1,100 types of bacteriophages, and these
Mm.
bacteriophages are found in Ganga. Then they can attack the RNA of the harmful bacteria and rapidly
Mm.
destroy them, uh,
Okay.
and destroy the human-made pollution. Bacteriophages destroy harmful bacteria 50 times larger than them also, and this is an
Mm.
amazing part of that. And that's why they are called the security guards also.
Mm.
And during the Mahakumbh Mela, this which happened just now in the month of February,
Mm.
January and February 2025, crores of people took bath in Ganga. Yet the
Mm.
Ganga water remained germ-free.
Mm.
So bacteriophages in the Ganga instantly become active and destroy the germs.
Mm.
That's what his research also mentioned. There is one amazing part of river Ganga is that these bacteriophages only kill the harmful bacteria, and they do not harm
Okay.
the good bacteria. So that's why I
Mm.
think it is called as Ganga Ma. It just takes care of the good
Mm.
bacteria in the water also.
Mm.
So this targets specific types of bacteria and purify Ganga water, similar to that of natural cleansing process of the ocean.
Mm.
So these bacteriophages can also be used in the medical field to treat infectious diseases.
Mm.
And
Okay.
this is one of the research which was done by Dr. Ajay Sonkar. It is an
Mm.
honor for us. And I would like to mention another research also, which was done at the Uttarakhand Roorkee University under the guidance
Mm.
of under the leadership of Dr. Bhargava. So he
Mm.
conducted the research on Ganga, Yamuna, and the environmental pollution of those areas from Dehradun to Varanasi, and they got some
Mm.
amazing results. So Ganga water, he said, in the research, the conclusion, it was that Ganga water generally removes 70% of the pollution from the toxic chemical waste within 30 to 60 minutes. That was the conclusion.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, and due to pollution, what happens? The amount of oxygen dissolved in water becomes very less.
Mm.
However, it has been found that the water of Ganga removes the deficiency of oxygen with amazing speed.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah. And this report,
Very good.
the above findings of Roorkee University, was published in the world famous American periodical Statesman also in 1981.
Mm. Mm.
So it has got some disinfectant capacity also. Just like
Right.
cholera, which is an epidemic, the
Mm.
germs of plague and other diseases cannot survive in Ganga water. This
Mm.
has been proved by experiments. So these experiences of some scientists regarding the disinfectant capacity of Ganga are given in their researches.
Mm.
Another research was done that was in year 1896, uh, so many years back. A famous American thinker and film actor, Mark Twain, he had come to Varanasi, he had come to Kashi,
Mm.
and he has
Mm.
written in his travelogue following the equator. So some of his findings, some of his words, he said, he said on reaching Agra in 1896. It was in Agra, not in Varanasi. Came to Agra. An unforgettable scientific research was conducted there. That research was that this dirty water of Ganga, which we ignore, is some quantity is the most effective disinfectant and purified in the world. That's what he said. And to
Okay.
support this, there is a research. To support this, there is a research which was made by a scientist named Mr. Henke. Uh, he went to Varanasi and tested the Ganga water in the laboratory. He took a sample of dirty water from the Ganga Ghat where the drainage water is mixed. And you could see millions of germs in 1,000 of the liter. But surprisingly, after just 6 hours, not even one of the germ was left.
Okay.
Then,
Wow.
then they pulled a floating corpse to the shore and tested the water around it, and millions of cholera germs were found in that. But after six
Oh.
hours, not a single germ was left. Then again and
Wow.
again, they put innumerable cholera germs in this water, but
Hmm.
all of them remained lifeless in 6 hours.
Wow.
After this, the clean and germ-free water from a well was brought, uh, and when the cholera germs were put in it, they started growing very rapidly, and just after
Hmm.
six hours, the numbers increased manifold.
Hmm.
So,
Amazing.
the ability to remain fresh forever. Ganga,
Amazing.
Gangaji is world famous for its purification capacity, and this purification
Hmm.
capacity has a scientific basis.
Hmm.
The bacteria phages, which has been proved by the scientists. Ganga
Hmm.
River contains viruses called bacteriophages, and they destroy other bacteria and all other harmful microbes. There are some wonderful quotes also of some researchers. Uh,
Hmm.
F.C. Harrison, he's a researcher from, he is a scientist from Canada,
Hmm.
McGill University, Canada.
Hmm.
He said it
Hmm.
is a great miracle that millions of people take bath in the Ganga water
Hmm.
and they do not get the disease.
Hmm.
So, the kind of genocidal power that is found in the water
Hmm.
of the Ganga River is not found in any water of any other river in the world. So, this
Hmm.
was said by Kohiman. He was a water element expert. He had come to Varanasi in 1947 and did some research.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Very nice. So
And
these
one
are
more, yeah,
the,
and one more,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So yeah, this was very insightful, and the chemical properties which you explained, destroying the very most harmful bacteria just by dissolving in the water. So this is
yeah,
really a magical thing, and it has to come from a divine source for sure. And this is
yes,
how what Mother Nature shows us how powerful Mother Nature is, and the creation of God is just this just proves it, like how powerful everything is around us. And
yes,
see, this is the scientific part which we discussed now, and you very well explained. We are very happy, and our audience
yes,
will also be very happy to know exactly the way you explained about the chemical properties. Now, if we talk about the spiritual aspect of River Ganga or Ganga Maya,
yes,
so you know when we every Hindu has been to banks of
yes,
River Ganga for sure.
yes,
Being a NRI staying in US, everybody has been there for sure. So when we go there, there are some vendors who are selling the empty jars near
yes,
the Ganga River for 10
yes,
rupees, 20 rupees, depending on the size. And people, they
yes,
just buy that empty container and they just
yes,
dip it in the Ganga River and they take it home. And for years and months,
yeah,
I don't know, for endless times, there is no, as you rightly said, it doesn't, get, and there's no issue with that water. It remains the same. So after 1 year also from that container, you can drink the water. So there is no,
yes,
basically there is no expiry date. If you buy a bottled water from the shop, it has an expiry date
yes,
of 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. Like I've not seen more than 6 months. So this is really magical. That this is, there is also a spiritual angle to it, which I want you to highlight. That
yes,
first is the faith. This scientific things
yes,
have just come maybe 100 years back or 70, 80 years back, but
yes,
this has been there since ages. People used to bring Ganga water at home, and there was no
yes,
explanation required in olden days. So
right,
just if you can add a little bit on the spiritual angle, and
yes.
when we say Ganga Maiya, so why Ganga Maiya, and why means, like, just in a brief explanation if you can give it to our audience.
Yeah, yeah. This is a very nice question. Uh, the spiritual benefits of river Ganga are much more because
Yeah.
the meaning of word Ganga itself, it is said, Gamayati Bhagavad Padam iti Ganga. That means which takes you to the lotus feet of the God. That is Ganga.
Hmm.
So there is another
Okay.
saying, Gamayate Praptate Moksharti Vihi iti Ganga. That means which takes you towards the salvation, which opens the doors of salvation for a devotee.
Hmm.
She is supposed to be Ganga.
Hmm.
And Ganga is, just as I mentioned in the beginning, it is a deity, and that's why it contains 80 principles. And therefore, however impure it may be due to some pollution, etc., its purity remains the same. And
Hmm.
I would like to mention one thing: the physical purity and the spiritual purity both are different. Sometimes
Hmm.
bottle filled water may appear clean, but it may not be spiritually pure. Gangaji's water, the water of Gangaji may look slightly yellowish in nature or slightly golden in nature, but it has got
Hmm.
lot of spiritual energy in there because clean and unclean, this has
Yeah.
got something relation to the body or physics, while the words
Hmm.
pure, purity has got something related to the spiritual part of it, spiritual science. Therefore,
Hmm.
it can be pure even if it is unclean. And that's what we see in the Ganga water. Just as you mentioned, many people take cans or bottles filled with Gangaji
Yeah.
at home.
Right.
So they feel blessed after that because Gangaji stays in their house. As far as spiritual aspects are concerned, the Gangaji emanates lot of sattva gun. That is, we know that we have three components: sattva, raja, and tama. Sattva is the positive
Hmm.
component. It is a positive
Okay.
component. So the spiritual energy of the atmosphere around Ganga River is full of there is no karma over there. So that is one of the spiritual aspect of River Ganga. Another thing is that it is the best pilgrimage on the earth.
Hmm.
All places are sacred in Satyug. In Treta Yuga, Pushkar was the holiest pilgrimage. But presently, Ganga is the most sacred pilgrimage place in the world. And by performing religious acts like worshipping gods, chanting, doing some dhyan, penance, yajna,
Hmm.
charity, shraddha, etc., on the banks
Hmm.
of the one gets millions of times of benefit as compared to any other place. That's why we
Hmm.
see that many sages and saints did their sadhana, did their penance on the banks of Ganga. And even today, we can see many ashrams and many
Hmm.
sages are situated on the banks of Ganga.
Hmm. Hmm.
One very interesting spiritual phenomenon of river Ganga is that it is destroyer of the sins. Gangaji is Dashahara. That means she destroys
Hmm.
the physical sins, the verbal sins, the mental sins, and
Hmm.
that's why many people come and take their faith is that if I take a bath, if I take a holy dip in Ganga River, my sins will be reduced. That is the
Hmm.
faith
Right.
in the people. And it is holiest river among all the rivers because there are only seven holy rivers in India. So Ganga is the
Hmm.
first, the holiest river amongst them. Secondly, there is one more spiritual aspect of river Ganga. It is called as Tripad Gata. Tripad Gata means after descending on earth, Bhagwan Shiva held the flow of Ganga in his matted hair. And at that time, it had three flows. One of these flows, the first one went to the heaven, the second one remained on the earth, the third one flowed into the netherworld. Hence, it is called as the Tripad Gata or Tripad Gavini. And likewise, there are many other spiritual aspects. Like Gangaji appears to the Hindus in north, south, east, and west parts of Hindustan once in every 10, that is every 12 years, in the
Hmm.
zodiac sign in which Guru resides. So at that time, Gangaji comes secretly to a particular pilgrimage, and at that time, the Ganga Tattva awakens in that pilgrimage. So that's what we
Hmm.
experience during the Kumbh Mela, Mahakumbh Mela. And when
Hmm.
people come in that area, they feel that their own vibes have changed. So during that period, it is possible for the devotees to worship Ganga, take bath,
Hmm.
and offer water to ancestors at that particular place. So, and this is all mentioned in the ancient book Dharma Sindhu.
Hmm. So yeah, that was very insightful. One more thing, see, as we humans are always, destroying the nature and polluting rivers, polluting sound, polluting the environment, and we always try to, for benefit of ourselves, we humans always try to destroy the nature, or we are very harmful creatures on the earth for sure, because we cut trees and whatnot we do. So just for our audience, like, at least we can at least do whatever best we can. So when
Yeah,
we go near Ganga River, or when we go to near Ganga Maya, what are the do's and don'ts we should do? Like, for example, when there is a Ganga Aarti happening in the evening, people, they float these diyas
yeah,
with a lot of flowers and the ghee diya, the petal. So I think, what is the
yeah,
significance? Why do they do that? Because saints, they say that this pollutes the river, and we should be avoiding. So can you tell us the do's and don'ts? Like, this was just one example. What exactly we should do? Like, we do the asti visarjan. So why do we do that?
yeah,
Is it right? Is it wrong? If you can explain us.
yeah. This is a very interesting question. Uh, you see, what you said is according to as a person, at individual level. I would say, as far as the development part is concerned, development depends upon the spiritual development of an individual. Otherwise, the worldly development is going on. Everybody, we are the beneficiaries of the worldly development. But the main mistake that what we are doing, the human race, is that we consider the worldly development as the only development. But it is not so. The actual development is connected with the spiritual development or the atmic vikas, spiritual development or spiritual
Hmm.
uplift of an individual.
Hmm.
So one thing is that everybody has to do some kind of spiritual practice as according to his temperament or which suits him.
Hmm.
Secondly, when you go to Ganga River, now offering
Hmm.
the lamps or the flowers is a part of worship. So that
Hmm.
is written even in the Ganga Puja,
Hmm.
in Shodashopchar, Panchopchar. This is all written in the videos. So
Hmm.
it's a part of worship. But apart from that, when we go to Ganga River, one is to ensure that
Hmm.
uh, we should not denigrate the Ganga River because the actual pollution is the pollution of the thoughts, thought pollution, also false narratives. So we should not denigrate Ganga River, and we should maintain the purity of Ganga River. We should see that from no angle we pollute. We should see that individually we should not do something so that Ganga gets polluted. So that's from individual point of view. So everybody should be, because if we have faith, if we consider it as deity, the holy river, then
Right.
that kind of sanctity and that kind of purity should also be maintained. And if you see it only as a river, only as water, then it's something different. So having faith, belief, that is very important, because when we go to the temples, we
Yeah.
behave in a proper manner. We behave in a particular manner. So also when we go to Ganga River, we must pray to Ganga River for the blessings. We must see that we do not pollute it from our end. And
Right.
at large, from the social angle point of view, if someone is denigrating Ganga River, if there is some pollution going on at large, then we can create some awareness among our friends, among our relatives, in the society. We can write an article and publish in the newspapers. We can take help of the local authorities to stop the denigration and to stop the pollution. And if one by legal things, we can also do some campaign by using legal means to stop the pollution of Ganga River. So it depends upon an individual what he can do. So that's what I think what we have to do. Because Ganga will bestow blessings only on those who actively come forward and benefit from bathing in the Ganga, not on those who remain inactive in their opposition to the sinners who criticize her or to pollute or
Right.
who pollute her. So that's very important. And in Dharma Shastra, in Dharma Shastra, Dharma Shastra disagree with polluting the Ganga River. It is also written in the Brahma Purana. It clearly prohibits the acts that pollute the Ganga River. There is a slok, I will tell you the meaning of that. It is said the polluting, defecating near Gangaji, gargling, throwing remains, throwing garbage, or doing something like that. And these
Yeah.
are all considered to be sins. So one has to be alert regarding this, and one has to maintain the purity and sanctity of river.
Right. Understood. Great. So, Dada, I'll again invite Dada Dayalarjani to continue with the questions. Dada, if you want to ask some questions, please, we'll be grateful because your questions will be more relevant than any of us.
Vishal, so did you understand everything what Sadhguru said?
Yes, it
Did
was
you,
amazing, insightful, and all the mythology was unlocked today.
so you can make notes out of this talk? Because I couldn't hear properly.
Yeah, we
So
can because as it
because
is
of
the show is
distortion,
recorded,
the
yeah, we
voice
can
was
make
not
a
so
make
audible.
notes on that.
So you will have to make a note.
Yes, Dada.
Sadhguru, I have two questions.
Yeah.
During the Kumbh time, there were many messages and WhatsApp messages trying to denigrate going to the Kumbh. We shall stay on the line.
Yes.
Pradeep, let Vishal be on the line.
Yeah, okay, okay, Dada. I'm here.
So, because I want you to hear carefully, because
Yeah, sure,
I
sure.
may have a distortion.
Yeah.
So the question came that people were saying, it's not necessary to go to the Kumbh for a dip, and better you serve your parents or go around your parents or serve them, and that is more important and than any other Kumbh, and there's absolutely no need to go. So here there is a little controversy, slight marginal controversy. So, of course, we all believe that it's our obligation to serve our parents first. But what is the attribute of Ganga which makes everybody go there on this Mahakumbh? So, some people say it's a superstition. Do you have any scientific or divine message to give?
Yeah. Okay. First, I would like to tell you the importance of. Okay. First, I'll answer your question, and later on, I will tell the importance of Kumbh Mela. Is that okay?
Hmm.
Yeah. So, for all those people, I appreciate their love for their parents and taking care of the parents, being with the family, to help family to grow, to help the parents. That is a part of our worldly life. That is a part. That is a lifelong responsibility, and we cannot avoid it. That's true, because it's a part of our worldly life, and all these things are connected to the destiny part of our life. That it cannot be avoided. But going to a pilgrimage or going to a river like Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, or the confluence of three rivers, I would say this is a lifetime opportunity. This is the basic difference in that. And for how many times would one go to uh, River Ganga in a lifespan? Maybe once in 6 years, or maybe once in 12 years, or maybe once in a lifetime. So that cannot be compared to this thing. The worldly matters are different, and we have to look spiritual matters in a different manner because we are human beings, and as a human being, we have got two journeys in our life. Number one is the worldly journey of our life. It connects with affairs, taking care of family, serving the parents. That is the destiny part of our life, and we have to do it. But there is another journey of our life that is the spiritual journey.
Hmm.
So, whatever worship we do, going to pilgrimage, or doing some spiritual practice under the guidance of guru or a spiritual guide, this is all spiritual journey of our life. And the importance of spirituality is much more because nowadays we see that many people have some problems, some distress, and ultimately they go to saints or they go to some temples and they go to some pilgrimage or holy places and they find difference in themselves. So a person who is spiritually inclined, a person who gets spiritually uplifted, his thought process changes. And a such change takes place in that person, that the same person can function in his family much better than any other person. So uh, one more I would like to mention in this Mahakumbh Mela, uh, 66 crores of people came and participated in the Kumbh Mela. And this has been recorded in the Guinness Book of World Record also. 66 crores of people from India as well as from various countries across the world, they came and took the benefit of Kumbh Mela, they took the divine consciousness, the positivity, and the holy bath also. So, and many of them had come along with their parents. So that was their love for their parents because they wanted their parents also to have a holy bath and take a lifetime experience because particularly this Kumbh Mela had come after 144 years because it had a typical combination of the stars and the sun and moon, the Jupiter, and the moon and the sun. As we know, the Kumbh Mela comes when the Earth is in Taurus and the Sun and Moon is in the Capricorn. So this was a unique combination this time. And people across the world, they thought that it was a lifetime opportunity for them to come to Kumbh Mela. And it is a
Hmm.
record that 66 crores of people came to the Kumbh Mela, and many of them have come along with their parents. They have a wheelchair arranged for them, they have a auto rickshaw arranged for them. So we cannot deny their love for parents also. But we cannot deny their faith for Gangaji also. Because this has been an experience, a recorded experience. So, uh, in short, I would like to mention that coming to Gangaji or going to any pilgrimage or doing some spiritual activity or ritual has got some spiritual benefit which has been given.
Sure.
So people come to Ganga, take holy bath because they know the spiritual importance of that. And for all those who could not come to Ma Ganga due to some or the other reason, they can just pray from where they are, and Ma Ganga will bless them because Ma Ganga's love is unconditional.
Then that leads me to one last question. Uh, do you think that the sins can be washed away? And why, over the years, people have come up with this idea that by immersing yourself in the Kumbh time, your sins
Hmm.
will be mitigated. Is this a superstition or some other health benefit which has been misconstrued? And then they're using the words relieving yourself of sin. So, what do you think of this about the matter of sin,
Okay,
mitigated or washed away by a few dips?
yeah,
This seemed, I mean,
it
I don't cater for it, but I want your opinion.
yeah. It is said in the spiritual texts, and it is real also that Ganga is the destroyer of sins. Uh, but in which case, there are some things which one has to fulfill also. One has to introspect himself as to what kind of mistakes, what kind of sins one has committed. He has to analyze his sins. After analyzing his sins, he must have a feeling of deep regret for that sins. He must have, he or she must have a thought of taking some kind of atonement also, and with deep regret for committed sins. If he completely surrenders on the holy feet of Ma Ganga,
Hmm.
prays for Ma Ganga to relieve him from his sins, then definitely I think that person, the devotee, will have a different kind of experience and will experience a change in life. Because it is said that Ma Ganga destroys sins as well as it destroys the memories of the sins also. That kind of spiritual emotions have committed sins and a strong commitment towards himself that I am not going to commit such sins in my life again. With such a spiritual emotion, with such a feeling of regret, with a feeling of taking some atonement and a self-commitment that I'm not going to commit these sins anytime in my life, then I definitely think that Ma Ganga will bless him, Bhagwan Shiva will bless him, and he will be released of sins. Otherwise,
Hmm.
the people who come to take a holy bath in Ma Ganga, get some benefit from Ma Ganga because she is Ma. She will give some blessings. Or if not, people will get some psychological satisfaction also for having come to Ganga and having a holy bath. But reduction of sins is a spiritual phenomenon. Just by taking a bath, just by taking a dip, it is not enough to do that much. One has to have that much of regret also for committed sins and strong commitment towards self. So that's what is required. And that is very important, Dayaji. In any spiritual practice, in any spiritual practice, It may be the path of devotion, the path of meditation, the karma yoga, whichever path of the spiritual practice it could be. One has to go through the process of removal of defects in the ego, personality defect removal process, ego removal process. So,
Hmm.
if one has that kind of spiritual emotion, then definitely God will bless him, Ma Ganga will bless him.
Vishal,
Yes,
uh,
sir.
can you summarize
Yeah,
whatever
sure.
uh, Sadhguru has said? Can you tell the viewers
Sure.
small conclusion from your side?
Yeah, sure.
That it for you.
I will summarize this whole show, and I'll try to summarize. It's a very vast subject, but what I understood, and I would like to tell our audience is that we should respect Mother Nature. This is the first thing. We should be always respecting Mother Nature, and specifically, this topic was on Ganga Maya, the Ganges, and we understood the importance. It comes from Mother Nature. It comes from Shivji's Jata. This is what the mythology says, and when it comes from God Himself, that's the reason why it is so powerful. So we don't need to validate anyone that why it is. We already have a uh, proven backed by science and spirituality both. So today we came to know that scientifically and spiritually why Ganga Maya is so important and why we should try to preserve as much as possible and do not pollute River Ganga. Whenever we go there, we bow down with respect and we thank to God that uh, this spiritual river or this the holistic river is within India, and it is in India because it is part of Hinduism. India is known for Hinduism, and Sanatan Dharma started from here. So, first part was, as I summarized, the second part of the whole conversation was the chemical properties, like how the as the His Holiness explained, Sadhguru explained that because of these chemical properties, it destroys all the bacteria which is harmful to us and keeps the bacteria which is not harmful. So the detailing done by Mother Nature, specifically for River Ganga, we should respect that and always pray to God that it remains with us for ages and years to come.
Good. So
Yeah,
you understood very
Vishal,
well.
Vishal,
But I want to ask one
uh,
question to Sadhguru. When I
yeah,
was in the Kumbh and I had the experience of collecting Ganga water, but it was one part was polluted and it was smelling. So when I brought it back to Hong Kong, the whole bottle was smelling. So I spoke to Dr. Pingale and he says, you're not supposed to throw it in any gutter or anything of that sort, but you should put it on the tulsi.
Hmm.
So, what is your view on this?
yeah. Because maybe some pollution was there in the water because there are a lot of waste also which is being uh, released in Ganga water. Actually, it is not correct. The Pollution Control Board is doing their job. The government of India, when the Kumbh Mela was going on, the simultaneous cleaning process of Ganga was also going on, and 15,000 sanitary workers were doing this job. But despite of that, some pollution might have been there, and definitely you brought it home with your own faith. So in order to maintain that faith, you can definitely pour it into sea or your garden or wherever you feel it is, because it will maybe it is physically impure, but spiritually it will have the properties of Ganga, the divine consciousness of the Ganga. And
Just
in
adding to
case
this
of
one last thing. Just adding to this one last thing, as Dada rightly said that he got the water and what you should do with that. One very important thing which every Hindu says that you should always keep a bottle of or maybe few drops of Ganga water always in your home. So when a person passes away, जब इंसान का अंतिम वक्त आता है, so people say that the moment the soul leaves the body, you should put Ganga Jal in the mouth of the person who has passed away. It's just
That's
I got this point. Can you just highlight why this practice is done and what is the importance of it?
yes. Basically, the main goal of human life is salvation, moksha. As our Sanatan Dharma says, moksha prapti is the ultimate goal of human life. So, when a person is on the verge of dying, just before dying, if he puts some Gangajal in his mouth, it helps him for the moksha. It helps him for the
Wow.
salvation. And
Hmm.
if it is not possible before dying, at least after dying, you can pour some water in the mouth, so that will help the soul to get some good places, go some higher places. And even if Gangajal is not that way, then we can put Tulsi. That is another option for us.
Hmm.
So this is the greatness of the Sanatan Dharma. And what we see in the Kumbh Mela, 66 crores of devotees that power of the Sanatan.
Imagine the power, Dada, just by putting two
And then
drops. It is said that you get salvation. It is a wonderful thing, and it has been practicing since ages by Sanatan Dharma and Hindus.
The
Every
thing is,
Hindu home will have Ganga water at home.
the
Every
thing is,
Hindu.
it's like an insurance policy. You have to go to realize that you can never know
there
this.
is one, there is one phenomenon in spirituality. A part of any holy, a
Hmm.
part of any holy uh, thing is also considered to be as holy as that. So also a drop of the I'm showing a
Hmm.
small mystical waters, and this research was done by the Maharshi Adhyatma Vishwavidyalaya, a well-known spiritual research organization. This is a research of the spiritual importance of Ma Ganga in a scientific manner. Can you see the video?
Yeah.
These are your photographs, Satguruji?
Yeah.
From where these photographs have come? Did you bring this?
Yes,
Very
yes.
good. Fantastic. So now I think our time is up. So, Sadhguru, can you end the show with a prayer? We let you do that.
Yes,
Normally we
yes.
do that, but since you know better than all of us, we will let you honor us with your prayer.
So let us pray on the holy feet of the God, on the holy feet of Bhagwan Shiva, Ma Ganga, and all the holy rivers, and all the rivers, and to whomever we have uh, we, in our mind as our divine, to bless us for good spiritual practice, for spiritual uplift, and give us immense strength of the divine consciousness, Aapki Kripa, Chaitanya, for all of us, so that we can do good to our family, to our society, to our nation, and let your blessings, let your kripa be with us, so that we can do good spiritual practice. Let us be our good devotees, and let us protect the all the natural resources, all the five cosmic elements, Yeah. And namaskar to all of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Jai Shri Ram. So,
Jai Shri
Vishal,
Ram.
Jai
we
Shri
will
Yes,
Ram.
sir.
we'll say bye-bye for tonight.
Yes.
And Pradeep to get us off the show or we go.
Yes.
Take care. I'll take your leave. Okay,
Thank you,
Sadhguru.
Sadhguru. Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much for
Thank you so
gracing
much.
us.
Hari Om. Thank you,
And we'll
Dada.
meet you in
This
person,
wonderful session.
hopefully in, I don't know, Goa or maybe some other place. Have a
Yes.
good show in Goa.
Yes,
God bless.
definitely.
Give my loves to
Waiting for
everyone.
you.
Let's see if it's in my destiny, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Jai Sri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram. Thank you.
Take care.
Jai Shri Ram.